You're live.
Hey, everybody. Wow, it's January 7th, 2019. Wake up.
Whoa, don't do that.
Whoa. Hey, everybody.
Sorry,
Welcome.
YouTube was giving us issues.
YouTube was giving us a lot of issues for 2020. They changed how everything works. Copa just destroyed everything. They didn't. Not yet. But welcome to Game Ranks Live. This is a show where, what do? We talk about the games we're playing. We talk about some news. We talk about the food we eat from dumpsters. And now in 2020, we decided, you know what? We're going to do it again. We're going to keep doing it.
Yeah,
I'm Jake Baldino. I'm joined as always by Andrew Gebbia on the couch.
Hello, hi,
very
it's
special
me.
guest. Very happy to have you
Yes,
here.
thank you.
Thanks for coming on.
Thank you.
Really
Glad
good to see you.
back,
Yeah, what are you here to promote? You wrote a book?
Imagine.
Why did I laugh when I hate that I laughed when I suggested that you wrote a book. Also, in the control booth, the square is Tom.
Hello.
Hello, Tom Johnson.
It's a good looking square.
Putting out some fires.
Oh, yeah.
Square.
Putting out fires left and right.
Also, fun fact, that curtain behind him isn't real.
No.
Also, this is driving me insane. If anybody wants to see, people think we were like in a fucking skyscraper. This is just a very bad wall behind
Yeah,
it.
it's a very bad wall. Yeah. Imagine
What,
there
on
were
the Game
windows
of the Year
behind
video?
those beautiful curtains that we were
Imagine
hiding.
we would just cover up the New York City skyline
Imagine
like
we
that.
had windows.
Yeah, we don't have any. We're in a windowless office. Help us. Hi, everybody. It's really good to see you. Just looking at the chat. Everybody's like, oh my God, where's Andrew's heads? Jurassic says, what's the point of these losers?
There's no point to us at all, actually.
What have we been doing this show for like 2 years now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what's the point of you subscribing and not knowing what kind of videos we
2
put out?
years. We do this since 2018.
It's crazy.
So we're probably going to change it soon.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're kicking around some ideas. Don't know what exactly, but yes, that is a thing. How is everybody's holiday break out there?
Oh.
World War III almost started. I see a lot of people talking about that because that's like a meme. That's one way to cope.
Right? Yeah.
Baby Yoda.
Baby Yoda's pretty cool.
Baby Yoda survived. I was hoping they would kill him, but what do I know? I've been talking about
I was
Baby Yoda
hoping it
dying
would just end
since
and
the
he'd say
Jesus.
fuck.
You're just saying fuck, just dropping the one fuck of the show. Yeah. All right. I think with that, we got a lot of next generation console talk this week, so buckle up for that. But before we do that,
Andrew, you played a video game, right?
yeah, let's do what Mojo Dub said in the chat. Shut up and talk about the games. So, what have you been playing, Andrew?
Would I shut up or do I talk about the games?
That's a good one. That's pretty good. You shut up.
Andrew
And
played
now
Surge.
you talk about the games. Andrew spent the week playing the Surge, huh?
Yeah. This
Surge
is something.
2.
Surge 2.
It's good.
This is something that I wasn't able to get to when it came out, unfortunately. So after I got annoyed by grinding for dredging in Gambit, I switched over and finally did my second run of Resident Evil 2, which only took me about 4 hours, and then I moved on to this. And I'm having a fucking blast with it, which is cool. I was in the mood to play a FromSoft type Soulsborne game. I've had the itch to play Sekiro, but I didn't want to because I'm just afraid to go back. So I picked this one up instead, and I love it. It's very much still the Surge. I think they just made it play a little bit better. I like the setting of like the city, like Jericho City, way more than wherever the hell you were in the first
Factory
Surge.
Town.
Yeah. I also like some of the changes they made to like the blocking system. I think is really cool.
Yes. Yeah.
And it's
was very
doable
surprised by
too.
that.
It's not like impossible, like the timing.
Well,
to the parrying.
when you first got it in the tutorial, were you like, "That's gonna be hard. I'm not gonna do that."
Yeah,
and then it's
now I'm
actually
fighting,
pretty doable.
Yeah, now I'm fighting bosses, and I'm like, doop, 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 like just like blocking their shit left and right.
How are
yeah.
you finding the difficulty? Because I wasn't sure if it was just a little easier or if I was already trained from the original game.
So the Surge, and this is probably my biggest complaint for the first one too, and it kind of repeats itself here, where they make your normal like enemies that you're taking on like easier than they should be in comparison to like the boss. You know what I mean? Kind of
Yeah.
like in school when you would get quizzed on a subject and you'd like pass every quiz with like 90s, and then the test would come and you'd fail because the difficulty ramp up was just like so drastic. It's kind of the same with the bosses for me anyway.
Yeah.
But no, your regular just like rank and file enemies, really easy, taking them out like no problem.
It's very easy to cut them up.
Yeah.
Also, shout out to Adam A. Thank you for the love, dude.
Yes. Thank you.
No, I'm glad you're finally playing it.
Yeah, and I also like how many weapons and armor types they throw at you, like right in from the beginning of the game, because you can start kind of building the kind of like build that you want like right away. And one thing that I really like about the Surge that like Dark Souls does is the skill tree. Where here it's just health, stamina, and like battery, and like that's it. And then your build comes from the weapons and armor and implants that you use.
Yeah.
I'm really into that because you're not stuck with one build. You know, like in the inventory settings, you can hit up and down to switch between loadouts.
Yeah.
That will switch out armor, drone attachments, implants, and weapons like right on the fly. And
It's
I really
good 'cause
like
it's
that.
situational as hell.
Yeah, exactly. So I have like a weapon and armor that work together with the poison affliction that the weapon like causes, and then so like I can switch back and forth between that and something else if I really want to. You know, like I have a build going that's just fast, like it's light armor, and the perk is that I think it drains less energy when you dodge or something, and I have that with a weapon with really good handling speed. So if I feel like changing it up, I'd hit pause, hit up, and then I'm right into it. And I really appreciate that about this game, because with games like Dark Souls, like you can really fuck up your build, like very easily. Like if you put too many perks on like one skill tree, and then you realize that like, you know, like oh that doesn't matter to the build that I'm like actually going for. This at least lets you like change it a little bit. Also, going around and dismembering certain body parts to collect weapons and armor is also addicting. Sometimes I'll rerun an area, not to get more scrap to level up my character, but just to go back and get the armor pieces and the weapons that I missed.
Yeah.
Just because I like to kind of check it off that list that I have it.
That loop is so freaking satisfying.
Yeah, it's really cool. So yeah, if you guys are into like Dark Souls like games, I would definitely check this out. If you've been wanting to get into one of those kind of games and you've been turned off by the difficulty, the Surge is a really good point of entry for games like that.
Accessible, yeah.
Yeah, and what's cool is that the setting is very different than a lot of these other Dark Souls like games, because they're usually a little bit more like fantasy or like Neo or Sekiro.
Nightfire 2.0 says it's really fun.
Yeah, it's a blast to play. It's just like a video game as video game, if that makes any sense. Like it's definitely like a B tier in between type of game.
Which we don't really get enough of these days.
No, you don't. And that's what I love about the Surge, is that like it's not crazy. It's not this fantastical experience, but it is a solid, good, like enjoyable video game. Like it's a lot of fun to play. It runs great, not a lot of stuttering.
I do have a question for you.
Yeah.
It's like a nitpick. It doesn't, you know, but I liked the first Surge because it was it had like a little spookiness to it.
Yeah.
This, I feel like, at least for me, I didn't feel like it was as spooky.
I just found out last night that you could turn on a flashlight by hitting down on the D-pad, I think. And I was like, oh, yeah, that was a thing in the first game. You had to use this a lot.
Yeah, a lot more dark areas in the first one.
I know there is an underground section of the game.
Yes.
I haven't done it yet. I'm kind of holding off. Right now I'm doing, I think I just finished Gideon's Rock. But I'm not too far into it. I think I'm about like 4 or 5 hours in so far. But I'm loving it. It's great, and I'm kind of like I'm finally, now that 2020 is here, I'm now allowing myself to get excited for Cyberpunk. And yeah, now that like it's actually close. And
Well, we got those ultra wides now.
Yeah, we do. But no, it's cool to play in a game like this that kind of takes place in like a grimy futuristic setting.
Yeah.
So it's like kind of like scratching that itch for me as well.
Good.
Yeah.
So, we still highly recommend that.
Yeah,
cool.
definitely check it out. It was on sale a bunch on over the break, but I'm sure it'll pop on sale again sometime soon.
Yeah, and you said you were playing on PC, right?
Yes.
And it looks okay, even with like the
You
high
played
settings.
PC too, right?
I was telling you before.
I played
don't know,
Xbox.
I don't know if you heard this, Tom, but I played on high, right? Like the highest settings that the game allowed you to play on. And I forgot to turn off VSync, so I went back a few hours to like turn it off. And when I did that, it set all my settings to low. And I
You just thought it looked
restarted the
like
game, went back in. No, that's the thing. The game didn't look that bad. But I'm like, something's off. This isn't how the game looked. and the difference between low and high like was
Wasn't that
so
big of a deal?
minimal that I couldn't figure out what was
That's funny.
different. Then when
That's
I clicked
wild.
into my video settings, I saw everything on low. I was like, oh, okay.
Wampin's in the chat.
What's up?
Oh, Wampin said it's a very
Thank
nice
you for
Christmas
the I
card.
would say thank you for the Christmas card.
Yeah, in the chat he says he is now eating his third greasy McChicken. I'd say watch your mouth. 'Cause they are not greasy. They are perfect.
They're perfectly greasy.
Unless you mean greasy in like a positive way. Sometimes, yeah.
Good,
Also,
We hit super chat.
yeah.
There's a tab in your thing.
Let me catch up to the super chat there. Here we go. So first, Damian Burr, thank you for that, as well as Ducklin Stark.
Thank
Good
you.
to see you guys here.
Ducklin, what's up?
Thank you for the support. Also, Ducklin asked, how was everyone's Christmas and New Year's?
Good.
Yes, very good.
Good.
Pretty good. I was trapped on a cruise ship, and
That sounded miserable.
I'm not like super into cruise vacations, but it was fun. Zach Nasty, thank you for the super chat as well, dude. He said, did you guys like the first season of The Witcher? I didn't finish it. I like what I've seen. You guys finished it.
I loved it.
I went back and I played some Witcher 3.
Yeah, same.
After.
It was that good?
Well, yeah, because I never played. I never finished Hearts of Stone. I never touched Blood and Wine.
Word.
So
So you had a lot of content.
Did you
could
start
still
that?
play.
Yeah,
Isn't it good?
It's really
How
good.
cool is that
Blood and
world?
Wine.
it's awesome.
Oh, fucking Toussaint.
Maybe let's
Yeah.
just
So
go
good.
back and replay that.
Yeah, man.
Because that's like shorter and more
Yeah.
condensed.
Instead of just replaying it again.
Yeah, I might
You
do
almost
that.
played it as much as Henry Cavill, right?
I beat it twice.
Yeah, he said he played it, I think, 2.5 times.
Yeah.
What a gamer.
Missing
Also, what a man.
3 trophies for the PS4 Platinum on that game.
Joshua Ray, thank you for the super chat very much, as well as Ivan Guzman. Thank you for that. No Falcon face reveal, sorry. Caleb Ray, thank you for that. He says in all caps, I'm literally paying you $5 to tell you that you must play a game called Blue Dragon.
Like the Xbox 360.
I cannot stress that enough. So damn good. Please play. Blue Dragon.
I think it's an Xbox 360 RPG.
Is he really talking? He's talking about that game? All right. I mean, if you're talking about that, Blue Dragon from 2006, yeah. I mean, it had good people behind it. I never played it, but I was aware of it, so thank you for re-putting it on my radar. All right. Interesting. A lot of people in the chat. Hi, everybody. Hi. Sorry, I'm trying to
Hello, hi.
catch up. Packerman 120203 said Ghostbusters remastered was really fun. I forgot that was a thing,
Me too.
and I kind of wanted to check that
That game's
out.
good. That
Yeah.
game's really good.
Yeah,
Like the
that's like the
non-remastered
best
one.
Ghostbusters 3. You know.
Yeah, I might do that. Maybe I'll play that.
All right. Next up, Tom, do you have anything that you played?
I played nothing.
Nothing over the break?
Nope. I got Ring Fit Adventure. I bought a bunch of games on fucking sale. Haven't touched anything.
Just a little video game detox, if you will.
Yeah, I've just been busy with other stuff.
I started Luigi's Mansion, which, believe it or not, was one of the games that we didn't cover. Like, we didn't do it before you buy.
I also didn't. This is one I did play a little bit of. I don't have any footage for it, but I played that Shovel Knight expansion.
Oh yeah, you were telling me about that. I
that
still gotta
badass
check
Game
it out.
Boy.
Yeah, it's really good. King Knight moves kind of like Wario did in like the Wario World games, Wario Land games. So he has like the shoulder charge, and then he bounces off of stuff, and then you can't jump on dudes. You have to like hit a wall with the shoulder charge, and then he'll do a spin, like when you hit the trigger in Mario World.
Oh yeah, you were kind of telling me
And
this.
you can break the bricks.
Yeah.
You hit the wall, and then you do that spin, and then you can break bricks or bad guys.
It seems like a
It's
really
cool.
fun mechanic.
It's really interesting.
Shit. Also, another super chat. Butter Pigeon Gaming, thank you for the kind words. Really appreciate that. He says he looks for it whenever he wants to grab a new game or something like that.
Cool.
Any
Thank you.
opinions?
Well, thankfully, we got a lot of games and consoles coming this year, so...
Yeah, we're going to have a crazy year in terms of talking about new consoles, stuff like that. Hoo boy. So, should we just jump into that?
Let's do it. What
Let's
do you
just
want to
jump
talk
into the
about
news.
first? You want to talk about...
You guys want to talk about... So we have PlayStation news, we have Xbox news, we got a little bit of everything. You know what? Let's start off with Steve Perry, who just super chatted. Thank you. Also, you have a cool name.
Yeah, that's a really cool name actually.
Thank you for the kind words on the show. He says he'd love to hear your thoughts on what we can expect marketing-wise from Sony and Microsoft leading up to next gen. What do you think some big moves at E3 will be? Marketing moves is interesting.
Yeah,
I haven't really
idea.
thought about it that way, but I think Microsoft is definitely going to push the ecosystem thing, where it's like you get whatever Xbox you can afford. Maybe you have a PC, whatever. You just play our games on our platform.
And they've really got their
On
ball
Microsoft.
rolling, and I don't think they want that momentum to stop.
No.
So they're
Yeah.
going to just keep with the media blitz. They have
Now,
to.
PlayStation.
What if they just stick with what they've been doing? Where like this is a game console. Here it is, simple game console, powerful. It's a game console.
PlayStation?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like, what if
I think they
just-
might
they
just
just
double
stick
down
with
on being
that?
like, we have exclusives. This is a console for video games.
What do you
on.
think
Yeah.
that thing launches with?
I don't know. They gotta have something.
Yeah, because all their big games are coming out. Like, they already said that they're basically going to have, like, cross-gen versions of, like, Death Stranding and Ghost of Tsushima and all that shit.
There's got to be something big that they haven't shown off yet, you know?
Yeah. They have that big, what was it, Blue Point, which is the one that's not PUBG.
Blue Hole is PUBG.
Okay, so
Yeah.
whatever the Blue Point
Blue
game they
Point.
said they're working on.
That's right. I forgot. They were working on some Siphon Filter.
Can you imagine?
I mean,
Could
in
you
Days
imagine?
Gone, they reference it.
Yeah.
More like Dave's gone.
Where'd he go?
He's in
Thanks
Sydney.
for laughing. Thanks
Dave.
for laughing. All right. Yeah, it seems like a lot of people are saying, Colt Carter asks, where can I watch this later? There's a playlist that's always hanging out on the main channel page. Like if you go to youtube.com/GameRanksTV, there's a playlist that says live show.
GameRanksLive.com will also bring you there. I'm going to look.
Cutter313 says he's joining the PC gaming gang. Good for you, dude.
Welcome.
It's expensive, but it's fun.
I got an ultra-wide monitor over the break, and I
Ooh.
can't go back.
Woo! Woo! How's
Yeah,
it feel?
GameRanksLive.com will bring you to the playlist.
Okay, good.
Cool. Yeah, I forgot that I did that.
Mr. Perry, thank you for your question. Now let's move on over to.
Those sirens
There's
are
crime
on our end.
There's crime going on out
Are
there.
we kind of funny now? Every episode has
they
sirens.
They have sirens, yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Maybe we should jump into PS5 first.
Yes.
Okay. So,
that.
should we do we should do the quick news first at CES, or at least the start of CES.
They announced the name.
The name. Sony announced the name, logo, treatment of PS5,
Which
PlayStation
I don't
5.
have because I didn't think we were going to talk about, but it's literally just the same font that says PS5.
Yeah, it's just PS5. It's funny because it kind of looks like piss.
I wish they went back and stole the Spider-Man font again.
Oh, can you imagine?
Yeah.
McCunn said that the sirens were World War III sirens. You never know. Anyway, the other PlayStation news is we kind of got a little bit of a look at a controller.
From a dude who's like an office cleaner.
He's he must be like an office janitor. He posted this on Facebook. Of course, take this all with a grain of salt.
Yeah. But take note with, like, yes, my job is a cleaner occasionally at
What does that mean?
Ubisoft?
Ubisoft or a university, maybe?
I'm assuming Ubisoft.
So this is a dev kit. That is not a PlayStation 5.
Although
That
I
is a PlayStation
really
5 dev
wish
kit.
it was.
Yes.
I love the way dev hardware
Yes.
looks.
That controller image, though, does line up with previous reports, patents, leaks, what have you, of what it looks like. It's a little thicker presumably because of a better battery life. You can't see it here, but it will have a USB-C type connection. The touchpad remains, stuff like that.
Yeah.
The controller's fine. I don't know.
You know what
I like a heftier controller.
Me too. You know what I didn't know about this, actually? And this was like old news, but...
I wish Homeboy took better pictures, by the way.
Right.
Sorry.
He's trying to hide it while cleaning.
I love that they're like, janitor, come here and please clean the PlayStation 5 development kit unit.
In the IGN...
I like that he took a picture of him wiping it.
Right,
He's
yeah.
like proving. He's like, I
Yeah,
really
look,
do work
see, I
here.
clean.
I did my job.
In the IGN article that I read about this, they mentioned that you can't see the adaptive triggers, which I didn't know that they were a thing. Did you know about these?
Yeah.
Yes,
they
I
said
don't
it.
know.
That sounds so fucking cool. So
Oh,
you're
yeah.
supposed. So for those that don't know, they're replacing L2 and R2 with these supposed adaptive triggers. And the example that IGN uses in their article is like when you press down on like R2 or L2 to like pull back on a bow, you can feel the resistance in the trigger that you would feel on a
They
bow.
can kind of like provide actual.
It seems
Yeah.
like the
Push
next
resistance.
logical like progression from like remember last gen where it's a thing everyone forgets about, but the rumble in the triggers
For the
on
Xbox.
Xbox.
People
Yeah.
thought I was a shill because I thought I was really cool. I was like,
It's really
no,
cool
they
just like
they
Forza when
tried
you
something.
feel like the grip.
Having pretty much moved over to playing, like, I'd say 90% of all my games on PC, the one thing I do miss is playing with a controller because I miss, like, that stuff. Like, I miss having, like, you know.
I love vibration and.
I know they make it for, like, mouse and key, like, for PC, there are, like, things that you can do, but I don't know. I very much miss it just sitting in my controller. You know what I mean? But, yeah, no, it looks like that looks like logically the next step for the PlayStation 5 controller. Like that's what, it's believable.
Yeah, I mean,
You know?
I only wanted an overhaul if it was a boomerang. If they went back to the boomerang.
Can you imagine if they went back? I
would be
want a
so
boomerang
happy.
so bad.
I wanted that so bad. It seems like people are very divided. Like I see people saying that the new PlayStation looks gross. I guess they think that the dev kit is the PlayStation. And then I see other people saying that they want the dev kit to actually look like the PlayStation.
I do.
You know what? It's different.
Yeah.
Why not?
We got to see the One X dev kit in person. Remember?
Those things are awesome.
And
We
I
see
wi-
those still
yeah.
at events.
I
and
wish
they're
what,
great.
Yeah. I wish that's what they fucking released.
They say XDA on the top of them.
And the little screen on the
The
front
tiny
that
screen that
told
gives you
you
stats.
Remember, I was playing Odyssey on it, and it showed the A, like the Assassin's Creed logo.
Oh, really?
It showed that on the front. I was like, this is fucking
about
cool.
half the units that we saw, we played games with in London on were those.
Oh, and they're cool.
Yeah, they're really cool.
Yeah.
They're
Now,
white still, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
before we do move on, we have another super chat from Jojo Kim. Thank you for that. He says he got a good kick-ass PC for Christmas. Any awesome RPGs he should play? And he says Happy New Year. RPGs off the top of your head, specific
Disco
to PC?
Elysium.
Yeah, Disco Elysium. If you're on PC, I mean, they're on other platforms, but Pillars of Eternity 2 Deadfire is
Witcher's
really good.
best there.
Yes.
Witcher's kick-ass there.
Baldur's Gate, another one that's
Yep.
big.
Divinity Original Sin 2
Oh my
is
God,
the best on
yeah.
PC. Yeah, something to think about. You definitely got a lot. Download Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines.
Which you were
It's
just talking
old, but
about
it's
today.
good. Yeah, it's old, but it's good. It's on Steam.
Hey, play KOTOR 2.
The Fancy Filmmaker, thank you for that super chat. He says the best gaming moment he thinks was, of 2019, the best gaming moment was Banjo being added to Smash. That's exciting, man.
That was fun.
I'm happy for you.
Yeah, I was off Smash by then, but it was really cool to see that happen.
Why are, okay, no, I'm just blocking people. All right, now let's move on to another actual super chat. Shane Moreno, thank you for that. He asks, what do you want the most of a Switch Pro? He wants OLED display, larger battery, better joysticks. It's funny that you asked that because there is yet another report that a Switch Pro is a thing.
Yep.
Which is interesting.
Tell me
because
about the report.
I didn't think it was going to be a thing. So, the report, which
Wait,
this
hold
is...
on. You did a good job with this, by the way.
Yeah,
I
that
know,
looks-
the white balance is off on this shot, but it was because of the color blue was
I'll
rough.
let you
But the rest
know.
of it's pretty good.
Still looks cool. Look at my weird hands.
You collectively did a very good job on this before you buy.
Thanks for your support, Andrew. Friends, backing up friends.
Yes.
Appreciate it. So the newest news is
that new news.
I'm getting this from IGN, but they do according to sources from a supply chain company. The website Digitimes reports that a new Switch model will enter mass production first quarter 2020 for a mid-2020 release. These reports coincide with analyst predictions that a Switch Pro model will be released later this year, fueling speculation that a new Switch model will be coming out sometime in the next months. Now, IGN also goes on to mention that this was previously reported a couple months ago from the Wall Street Journal in August 2019. I just want to point out that it seemed like things kind of quieted down once we got that revamped Switch with better battery life, just better internals, and then the Switch Lite. I don't know. I wasn't sure if Switch Pro was going to be the direction that they were going, but once again, the rumor mill is churning it up, so I guess we'll just have to wait and see. It's very interesting that it's going to be soon, according to this report, mid-2020. That's, that's
Good,
pretty...
because one of my Switches is fucked up, and I don't have a light, so...
Guys, I know it. The only thing that can take down Microsoft and Xbox in the next generation gaming wars, you know what it is? Mario Odyssey with RTX ray tracing. Give me that fucking Mario ray tracing. That's what I want.
What if it's not a Pro model and just a new Switch?
Just fully.
What if it's just Switch 2?
Like an actual, like an announcement.
Oh
not like,
shit, we got
I
a Zelda this year.
I don't think they should do that. I don't know.
Do you think it'd be smart to have 3 Switch models? The Switch, the Pro, and the Lite?
Yeah, that's
I don't even think
interesting.
their 3DSs ever made it to that. It's always
No, they did. They had DS.
Oh, I
they had
thought you-
DS, DSi, 3DS, 3DS XL, 2DS, 2DS
Well, isn't the DS
XL.
and the 3DS technically 2 different things, or were they the same? I don't remember.
The DS and the 3DS are different things.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Because I remember with the...
They played the same things, though.
Because there's a 3D... Okay. So they have 3DS, 3DS XL, 2DS. Those are 3
Yeah.
So
variations. Okay.
I thought you were saying that they were going to make a whole. So I think
No.
the Switch Pro is
No.
going to be just still Switch. It still plays Switch
It's
games.
going to be $100 more, and it's going to do better things.
Yeah, and then they'll get rid of the big boy.
Make one that can handle 1080p on a screen.
Right?
on a TV. That's all I want.
I forgot to cut these out, but whatever.
No, that's fine. Whatever.
Or
All right.
as Tom said earlier, what if they just didn't make a new Switch and made the online work?
Ice Phoenix 97 says, "Give me Super Mario Sunshine Remastered."
Give me RoboCop vs. Terminator on SNES. Like, give me that.
John 5798 says that he's thinking that they'll drop the old Switch, like the original
That's
Switch.
what I'm saying.
just have-
That's what I meant.
Right, so you meant good ass one and then light.
When I said new Switch, it would be like, okay, the Switch SKU that we have now, throw that in the trash. It'll be this new boy and the light.
If they were gonna do
that's
that,
what
I don't
that's what
think they
meant.
would have refreshed it
That's true as well.
because that takes R&D.
Yeah. You're probably right.
Jose Delgado says Switch U is going to be the Pro version. Oh God. Somebody asked. Boom Boom Solo says any VR news on PSVR? Any VR news on PS5? I do want to point out that last night at CES at that thing,
Cool shot.
they put out statistics for PlayStation VR. They sold 5 million units. which
PSVR is
pretty cool.
it's pretty much considered a success.
So
I
all
think.
we know is that PS5 is supporting PSVR. BVix says BVix21 says, I hope they still have detachable Joy-Cons. I also really hope that they double down on that because the one thing I didn't like about the Switch Lite is that it kind of shifted away from the original core philosophy of the Switch.
It also breaks some games. Like if you think about it, you can't play Pokemon Let's Go and Super Mario Odyssey and how it's like meant to be played.
Yeah, like the way they originally
You know what I
intended.
mean? Especially
yeah.
Let's Go, because you can't. Like that whole game was how. I guess you have to swing the whole console to catch Pokemon, right?
Yeah.
Super Mario Odyssey you can get away with more because you don't have to play with the motion controls.
I made peace with the fact that I was never going to get some of those stars because or moons. What the fuck were they? They're moons, right?
Moons.
Because I wasn't doing the weird like
Motion
shaky
controls,
things.
yeah. Took a little bit for me to get used to, but what's it called?
A lot of people showing up for VR, which is kind of cool. Belak the Mighty, we did talk about Oculus Link a couple weeks back. We are very much into it. All right. Now, next up, I do want to talk about, interestingly enough, another Segway, which is great.
That Segway's making scooters now. Last time I checked.
Oh man, hang on, I'm trying to catch up with everybody.
Not a fragger, really quick. I think it's really cool that Battlefront 2 has made like a very solid comeback. I actually installed it this weekend, reinstalled it, and I very much plan on jumping back into it and seeing what the deal is.
Yeah, I played some of it after we had to do a graphics video at some point about mods.
Oh, really? Yeah. Mm-hmm. It's cool that they were able to do that. You know, it's like I don't know. It's I'm honestly hoping very much so that Anthem can do that this year at some point.
A lot of people are asking still about if we could watch the stream later on. We should start throwing a thing up at the bottom.
Yeah, I'll make a crawl.
2.0 show.
Go to GameRinksLive.com and that will take you to the playlist that just has all of the streams just listed there.
Indeed.
Boom.
Jack Def, thank you for the super chat. He said he wants to give a shout out to Conker's Bad Smash campaign at Bad Smash Day. That's cool. Hopefully that's not racist or something. Cheese, thank you for the super chat. He says he likes chocolate milk. I agree with you. Trending Tech, shout out to him. Thank you for the super chat. He says he finished The Outer Worlds this last weekend and it was fantastic. We recommend it. Now Trending Tech recommends it, so that's good for you guys. So many faces. Thank you for the super chat. Really, really appreciate the kind words. He says, when are consoles going to start using controllable RGB? What gamer doesn't love RGB? Ya boy. Sorry.
I also don't really care.
My computer has a bunch of lights on it, and I hate it.
I set all mine to black.
I set all mine to white. I like regular, clean
Yeah,
light.
mine are all set to white.
I find it distracting, but I get it.
Mine sit on my desk.
Did you guys ever
Is that
use...
gamer blasphemy? Are we sinning?
Did you
right
guys
now?
ever use the DS4 utility before Steam had DualShock 4 support?
No.
There was an RGB slider, and you could just change the bar.
Oh,
on the
that's
back of
right.
the
Yeah, you
PlayStation.
could. That was kind of
yeah.
cool. All
What
right,
if
that was kind of cool.
On this new one, the Series X, that green light at the top, what if that exists and you can actually change that?
That would be kind of cool.
Right?
I like simple stuff.
Yeah.
Like
that. Just
Yeah.
boom, one light.
Shout out to Wampins, who says fuck RGB.
My man. Duckland, thank you very much for that. Glad to hear you're doing good. Very happy to hear that you're doing well, man.
now,
Keep working out. I'm not. I should.
Vogear, thank you for the super chat, very, very much. That was very generous of you. As a good segue, what are your thoughts on the Alienware PC hybrid handheld that's in the works? So
I think it looks cool.
this hit the news cycle from CES. Dell is working. We don't have stuff for this.
I don't have
do we?
stuff for this now.
So just briefly, Dell has shown a Alienware concept handheld device that plays PC games. It is very reminiscent of a Nintendo Switch. And design-wise, it kind of looks like the newest Alienware laptops, the Alienware M15 and all that shit. They're like white and chunky. It is apparently going to have detachable Joy-Cons, like...
Well, they're not Joy-Cons.
Not Joy-Cons, but detachable controller things.
Like
and a,
Joy-Cons.
And a Joy-Con grip style thing. The screen, it's basically a PC Switch, like 100%.
Yep.
I'm dropping a picture in right now.
Okay, cool. Yeah, let's see that shit. Let's
And
show
it looks
the
like,
people.
it looks like it just straight up runs Windows, too.
Yes.
Like, it doesn't seem to be a weird thing.
It does have a splash screen.
Yeah.
That's Alienware.
Yeah, but what I read, it was like it does, I think it was, I don't remember who it was, it may have been The Verge, saying like because it runs just like basic ass Windows, you could just open up your Steam library and play games right from there.
Look at that thing.
Is it up?
Yeah.
That's it.
Can I see it?
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
it.
they can see it.
So some reporters were saying, I don't know if you saw that, they were saying like it was pretty good. Like
Yeah.
it ran some
Yeah.
high-end racing games at like not quite 60 FPS, but pretty close. Dell and Alienware did not talk about specs. They also didn't talk about actual plans for it to become a real thing.
UI was cool though. See the way those
Yeah,
games are displayed.
it was pretty cool.
Yeah.
It's a lot of people are into it. I see in the chat some people are saying it's very pretty. I do think it's on the nicer end of Alienware's design philosophy. I like the angled action there. I think that's cool. Apparently it's heavy, which
sure.
I'm
Shocking.
not surprised. It's
Yeah.
probably heavy, doesn't have a great battery life, but still, I think it's exciting. I like that people are just trying out there. I like that companies out there, like as much as like big corporations just become these awful monstrosities sometimes.
Yeah.
It's cool that some of them are willing to just throw a little bit of cash towards just dudes sitting in a room
It's like weird stuff.
coming up with weird, cool shit. Like that costs a lot of money, even just to
Oh,
manufacture
absolutely.
that
Especially with
one
the amount of
unit.
design that's put into it.
Yeah.
It's not like when we were seeing like prototype Oculus that were literally held together with duct tape. Like this is like a machined like.
Yeah.
Same thing with all the stuff
piece.
Razer does. We were talking about their PC, the Tomahawk, but that was technically revealed last year. But that has some interesting stuff going on too. Perry L asks, which one is Falcon?
None of us.
None of them. Also, a lot of people are talking about Falcon today. Tree52 says, why does Falcon always tell us to follow him on Twitter, but he posts like twice a year?
We were talking about that just earlier today, actually.
How about never meet your heroes?
Do yourself a favor and just following him and not following him is the same exact thing.
The PS5 controller. I'm just reading chat. Josh Santos says Linus Tech Tips has a recent video on this. It uses integrated Intel graphics, but runs better than you might think.
Should have gone to CES.
Highly recommend that video because we're big fans of Linus here. Hi, new people are joining. So let's move on over. We talked about PlayStation. We talked a little bit about PC. Let me just catch up with the super chat one more time. Like Brandon. Hi, Brandon. Thanks for the super chat. He said he forgot our names, but he watches regularly. Thank you very much.
Thank
you for the super chat.
Also,
Appreciate that.
I saw it. Thank you.
Also, I appreciate the honesty of someone who's like, hey, guys, what's up? I forgot your name.
I appreciate that. I do this really rude thing where I'll look you in the eyes when I meet you and you'll say your name and I go, I'm going to forget it, so I'm not even going to, I don't care. God,
That's really
I do
fucked
the-
up.
I do the thing
That's really
where I
shitty.
tell
Because
people-
I've given up. I need to meet you 3 times to learn your fucking
You're a
Do
name.
you
jerk.
do the
Yep,
thing
I know.
where you have known someone for too long, where it's no longer acceptable to ask what their name is?
Your ex-girlfriend's mom. And you just didn't know her name.
Yeah, I dated her for 3 years and I didn't know her name. I'd ask my mom to ask her about what her mom's name was.
Funniest thing. Oh my
That was
God.
different. That was more of just like I don't really care to know you. That was a different level of rude. Normally it's just I have such bad social anxiety that when I meet someone I can't pay attention.
Yeah.
When I like during like an introduction, and I just forget it because my brain is just not capable of remembering.
Vectoid, thank you for the super chat as well. What's your favorite Death Stranding song and or usage?
I like the first one. What's
I
it,
like-
that low roar one?
I like the Asylums one. Asylums for the... Asylum.
I think it's Don't Be So
Don't be so serious. The
Yeah,
first one.
that's the
Because
best
like when
one.
it kicks in, I'm like, oh, this is how they're gonna do the music in this
Yeah.
game.
Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. Also, Chuck is chilling, and a bunch of other people asked, Halo? Well, talk about Halo. Unless we missed new news that dropped as we were doing the show, there is no new news about Halo, but we can talk about Xbox.
Yeah, what do you want to talk about Xbox?
What news do we have about Xbox?
Well, we have that.
Hexologist, that's funny.
We have
I
those
see you.
ports from that
Yes.
picture that ended up not being final. But this picture was in, who was it? Was an AMD showcase?
An AMD presentation at CES showed this, but apparently it is not official.
It's not final.
They bought it off of an asset site.
Did they really?
Xbox
For a
said
CES presentation?
There's like Squid something.
That is
Yeah.
They bought it off
wild.
of. I think I have the name if you're curious, Tom.
Xbox says One Punch Man says clickbait, shaking my head. We've literally talked about everything we talked about in the head.
Yeah.
in the
Yeah,
title.
clickbait is when we lie to you, my dude.
It also says 1 hour live show.
I'll start lying to you if you want.
Andrew, tell me a lie right now.
Kingdom Hearts is good.
Whoa! Shots fired.
Savage.
So that happened. A lot of people ran with the idea that we know what ports the new Xbox has.
Turbo Squid, by the way. Tom.
But that has changed. Xbox says, hey, that's not official. And now we have another journalist that has come out and said that they know the ports.
They said they were able to confirm it.
Yes. So right now, what it seems like it will have is two USB-A ports of the super speed variety, Ethernet, a single HDMI port, contrary to earlier reports where we would have two, optical audio, and a power connection.
I saw someone on Twitter losing their mind over the fact that this thing still had an optical audio port.
Hey, guess what? A lot of people.
Some people use that shit, man.
I was saying, like, yo,
my
yeah.
soundbar uses it.
Astro headsets all use it if you have like the mix amp, and it was just so funny that like that's what they were, like that was the hill they decided
Yo, imagine
to die
it comes
on.
out and they're like, Andrew, the new Xbox has ultra wide support.
That'd be a problem. for
Lieutenant
me.
Doobie in the chat says there will be no Kingdom Hearts bashing around me. So,
Not on
you
my
asked-
watch, buckaroo.
the Great Canada live streams. Thank you for the super chat. We appreciate that, mate. Good to
Thank
see you
you.
here. He says, Happy New Year, guys. Cheers to the craziest year in gaming ending. Some people will disagree with you and say that it was a bad year. I think it was a good year.
I think it was a great
We're
year.
gonna have a wild year coming.
I got to touch a lot of games. Also, Eric Pons, since we are talking about Xbox, he asks how much storage the Xbox Series X will have.
It's got to go with at least 500, right? Or you think they're gonna up it?
I think
to
they
1?
have to go at least a
You
terabyte.
think, yeah? I feel like 500's been the baseline for a while, but I think upping it to 1 terabyte would be the smart decision.
Especially if they're
Like
going.
Halo, their first party game is over 100 gigs for the Master
That,
Chief
or
Collection.
did you see the story about Resident Evil 3?
No.
How like supposedly Project Resistance install for that, which is the multiplayer included with Resident Evil 3, is pretty much the size of Resident Evil 3.
Fuck, really?
I saw that going around on Twitter. Yeah, I don't know how accurate that is, but
Yeah.
someone says it's 2 terabyte confirmed. I haven't seen that, but I hope you're
That
right.
sounds great.
That'd be cool. I gotta look into that.
I would expect
Right
them
now.
to just, because it seems like they're really trying to be like Xbox One X or whatever. Xbox Series X is the most powerful console. So I feel like they're gonna want to like kind of wave their dick as much as possible and have a good, like, you can't be like our console is the most powerful thing and then have 256 or 500 gigs.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, I have something from Digital Trends.
I see a lot of people. Mason Lutz says Ghost of Tsushima in all caps.
I forgot that it relies on SSD.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, which is exciting. A lot of people are asking about the Dino Crisis remake, which that could be a thing.
I hope so.
YT Caesar B says, question, do you think the Demon Souls remake from Blue Point Games is real? A lot of people think it's Demon Souls. I think that's like semi-likely. I don't
I
know.
can
It
see
doesn't.
that happening.
I don't know. I don't think it's.
Who knows?
Um,
Yeah, other than that, they announced the processor for it too, right? At that AMD thing.
the
Xbox?
the official like AMD supported processor.
Yeah.
I actually missed that.
Can't
Yeah.
find anything about 2 terabytes confirmed.
Oh, you're checking that?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I haven't seen that. Chuck is chilling says 500 gigabytes would be like 4 games.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
you're totally right.
Especially because the OS takes up, what, like 30 of those?
Not a Fragger asked an interesting question, kind of like moving on to a different topic, or wrapping up really. Not a Fragger asks, do you guys think that New World MMORPG is going to potentially be the next WoW and establish Amazon as a game publisher? I don't
Is it
know.
bad of me to think that I don't think we're ever going to have a new WoW?
Yeah.
I think I don't know. I think
WoW was like such a cultural thing at a
Yeah.
very specific point that just like hit perfectly. New World seems interesting, kind of, but I don't know. We have to see way more. Also, let's catch up with more super chat.
I can't find anything on.
Carrie
on
Becker,
storage.
thank you for that. We really appreciate it. Vectoid said, "Did anyone play Gundam Battle Operation 2?" Gundam
I have it
Boy.
downloaded. I haven't played it. I heard the microtransaction stuff's pretty gross, but I still want to check it out.
That's the mobile one.
No, that is there's like a PS4 free-to-play one.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah, I believe
Tom-
that's what he's talking about.
Thomas Ewenson, thank you for the super chat. It's always good to see you here. Really appreciate that, dude. Get yourself some new beans, he says. That's the nicest thing anyone said to me today.
Some of that hot bean water.
Plyn, thank you for the super chat. Appreciate that. Really do. He says, keep making awesome videos and tell Falcon I said hi. We shall. Is there anything else you guys want to touch on in terms of like all the CES next gen news?
There was that. I don't have a picture of it. There was that really cool Asus laptop with the dot matrix on the back of it.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of foldable screens.
Yeah. What about you? Are you looking at porn?
No, I'm trying to find anything about this fucking what's it called shit, but I can't.
Oh, the
What
terabyte.
was the question?
The size.
Yeah, what was the question?
Yeah. No, there was no question. I was saying any last words on CES
Any last words?
no,
or any.
nothing.
There's still more stuff to come out.
Yeah.
More TVs with G-Sync and high refresh
Oh,
rates.
I need one of those new OLEDs.
I'm happy to see that, although I'm not going to be buying a new TV anytime soon.
I want to throw mine into fucking river.
Adams K recommends Corsair's Big O computer with a built-in console.
Yeah, that's in the news again for some reason.
Yeah, I don't know. It's cool as hell though. Andrew just gave us $1 and said play Destiny. Okay, thanks for the super chat, Andrew. Good job.
$2.
I'm not giving you that $2 back.
That's fine.
Did you guys hear that horn?
Yeah, that was loud.
I wonder if the
That was
mics
loud.
picked that up.
I hope so.
Green King says, do you think Bloodborne 2 is possible? Thank you for the super chat.
I fucking hope so.
I would love that more than a lot of things right now. I think that would be excellent. But I also would like more Sekiro. I like where they were going with that.
I really want to give that game another shot. I don't know why I couldn't get into it. I think it was definitely like a me problem. I don't think it had anything to do with the
Probably.
game. It won Game of the Year, so it's like on a lot of places, so it's obviously great.
Baxter 208, I want to own this guy real quick before we go. Baxter 208 has asked multiple times, are you guys now going to admit that the Star Wars game is garbage?
Fallen Order?
Yeah, that's like your opinion, man. I
Yeah.
get it. Like some people don't like it.
I'll admit that it's
hey, guess
very
what?
good.
The viewers of this channel have voted it
Yeah.
as their game of the year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
It's okay that you don't like something, but it's not okay to
be like that?
Yeah, that's stupid.
Also, Turtle Bob tweeted penis in all caps, which I do appreciate.
We didn't tweet it. He put it in chat.
Yeah.
Maybe he
That's what I
tweeted
Maybe
it
he
too.
tweeted it
chatted.
too.
Maybe he did tweet it. Tweet it at me. Don't tweet it at me. All right. What do you say, guys?
Let's get out of here.
Someone goes, need a new Armored Core.
I agree.
Need a lot of new things.
Yes.
That's what FromSoft really needs to do. Make me a new Armored Core or a Chrome Hounds.
Yeah. So, robot games, more robot games. MechWarrior 5 is okay. So there's that, but maybe we'll finally get. Does Star Citizen have robots? Maybe that'll come out eventually. Does Star Citizen have mechs? I don't know. Anyway.
I don't think so. It has Mark Hamill.
Oh yeah, it
Sort
does.
of. Yeah.
Kind of.
Anyway, thank you guys. Thank you for the chat for like a lot of conversation.
Yeah,
Like I've
been
been saying, a
lively.
lot of new people coming here. Also, a lot of mean people in the chat today. But shout out to you good people out there. And the new people.
like Mighty, who says, I don't like Fallen Order either, but you don't see me being an ass about it.
For the new people watching who did ask a lot, if you wanted to see us talk about the earlier news like PlayStation 5, in the main channel page, there will be a playlist later on with this video uploaded. You can also go to GameRanksLive.com to see that. But that's it. I'm at Jake Baldini. You can find me on Twitter and Instagram if you want to yell at me, like usual. I'll be back for the Friday show, stuff like that. A lot of people thought that we stopped the Friday show.
Did you take a day?
2 weeks
Yeah,
off.
2 weeks
Yeah,
off.
it's
Okay.
good shit.
1 week was Game of the Year. The other was the thing we did last week.
Video,
right.
yeah.
That's
Andrew?
You can find me on Twitter at Andrew Gebbia. That's all I do.
You can find me on Twitter at @TomJohnson.
We will see you guys. We will see you guys
so
next
tired.
time. And to quote Pascal Tooley in the chat, my penis is gone.